Hi, welcome back to 50 Shades of Geek. My name's Davies and welcome to another video review of a Dan Abnett ghost book. This time we're looking at His Last Command, which is book 2 in the third cycle. Last time I spoke it was about Traitor General, and I was quite passionate about how Traitor General was written, about its characters and about its development. And I think that the third cycle really shows that Dan's got a through arc of his storytelling and of his characters. His Last Command actually opens with Gaunt and the Geryon 12 returning from Geryon under some suspicious circumstances. It's not clear, it is clear about exactly how long he's been there. He's been there for quite a long time, something in the region of 18 months. And there is no Imperial personnel who's been subjected to a Chaos Taint for that long who has not succumbed to it. Yet Gaunt and his crew seem completely impervious to it. They are chucked in a stockade and put on trial by the Commissariat. But it's a junior commissar, Nahum Ludd, who actually rallies around Gaunt and his crew and sort of prepares him for the worst. The ghosts have actually been split up. They're no longer under a command. They've been bled out into different regiments and into different units, mostly the 81st 1st Recon, a Belladon unit under Lucien Van Wilder. And it's interesting watching how the ghosts respond to the Geryon 12 coming back. And it is very much like a Born on the 4th of July kind of thing. It's like the Vietnam veterans coming back from the campaign. They're different, they're changed, they're not the people that they were. And I think it's Kalia who voices it to Keglin Val, who says, "You're not the Keglin that I know, you're not the Keglin Val that I know, you're somebody else." Rawn, who's thrust into command of the remnants of the ghosts, finding it very uncomfortable as well, despite his hatred for Gaunt. I think this helps build a little respect between the two characters. But Dan also tells this wonderful story about being trapped in a campaign with a compartment like this stronghold built almost entirely out of compartments, and that the Imperial Army are throwing themselves into compartment after compartment after compartment, desperately trying to fight through, break through, and seal the victory. And it's not really until the Geryon 12 and Gaunt take command again that they start seeing some form of advance, that they actually start seeing some form of improved warfare. Yet through this, we also see that the relationships between the characters are put under severe strain, and I mean severe strain. And it's a nice dramatic twist. I'll say this wasn't as good as something like Traitor General or something like Necropolis. I didn't enjoy it as much, but I know there are others who have. Yet it's still a very enjoyable piece. It's still very moving and very dramatic, and watching those characters change, watching those characters react, really makes it worthwhile. There isn't anything other than a tonal thing that I would say detracted from the awesomeness that Traitor General was and Necropolis was. There were just a few little things that crept in along the way that meant it wasn't as engaging. Yet it was still very, very good. So 8 out of 10 for this one, I think. Considering that some of the books that I've reviewed have come out as 5s, 4s, even as low as a 1, 8 out of 10 is still very good. Obviously it's 8 out of 10, it's 80%, it's 4 out of 5. But this is Dan, and I know the excellent heights at which Dan is capable of writing, and I know how engaging and enjoyable I find excellent Dan books. This is a very, very good Dan book. And I don't mean to slight it in any way, it is just, it's not up at the heights of where Dan is for me. Okay? So that's that. Join us again when I'll be going through The Armour of Contempt. Enjoy, see you soon.